probably clicked on this video because you are a new Gorilla Tag player or you want to get better at the game. Well, if you do, you came to the right spot because I am going to be teaching you how to get better at the game and how to play. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, you'll probably come up there, but you probably realize you have no legs. So you have to use your hands, and you're probably going to start walking, and you don't want to push up, because if you push up, you're going to bounce a lot, but you're just going to want to go right here, go right here, go right here, and keep going, okay? And then once you master that down, you kind of want to go vertical to the ground, and then, like, so say the ground's going at an up angle, you're going to want to go on a up angle too. So if it's at an up angle, you're going to have your hands up. But if it's at a down angle, you're going to want to have your hands down. And now to our second skill. So this is pinch climbing. So basically, you're going to want to find any pole, but you're not going to want to do it on a tree yet, because a tree might be hard for you since you're just starting the game. But you're going to want to go up, and then you're going to kind of want to just hug the wall, okay? Once you hug the wall, you're going to want to kind of like move your body up and throw yourself up, okay? Make sure not throw yourself back, or like not at a vertical angle, because you want to, not at a diagonal angle, because you want to go to the wall. So maybe like push towards the wall, but like push towards the wall. Yeah, that helps you a lot. And you can hug the wall up here, you'll stick. And yeah, okay. Now to our next thing, branching. So branching is a lot like pinch climbing, because you can use it a lot in pinch climbing. And so one of my favorite spots is right next to this thing, that's called stump. And it's kind of like a wood plank that you just walk up. And it's kind of hard to get up when you're a beginner, but you'll figure it out. And you're going to want to just jump to each platform, okay? Jumping, you would usually only use one hand, but since, jumping, you only use one hand for, but, yeah. But you can use two hands if you really want to, but, so, here's branching. So you're first going to go on any branch, and you're going to want to make sure you go on the branch, like, walk up the branch to, like, not the thickest part, but, like, the middle, okay? And you're going to want to keep your hand on the branch and sink your body, like, right here, sink your body through that, and you want hit your hand as hard as you can, not like that. Actually, you could do it that way. That's how some people do it. But then you're going to want to aim yourself right to the branch, get on the branch, okay? And it will take a long time, because this took me a long time to learn. But once you learn this, you can go to scaling, which is basically like pinch climbing. But we will get that to another time. Okay, now the skill is juking. So the first juke I'm going to teach you is the slide juke. Everybody knows it. It's just, they'll probably tag you if you do this in a game, but it's just to learn how to juke. So you're going to stick your hand up as high as you can, and to the side. You're not going to stick it up, but you're going to stick it to like a diagonal angle, and then you're going to go on here, okay? And you're going to make sure your hand catches this part, and then you're going to dedirect your angle. Sorry, pronouncing. You're gonna direct your angle, so they're gonna go like this, and then you're gonna juke. You're gonna juke, and so they won't see you. And another way to juke is pretty much once you master branching down, like you can make as much routes you want with branching, but once you master that down, here's a good juke. So on any tree, you can do this on any tree. You're going to want to hit the bottom, like a branch like that, and it's going to send them flying. This is what it looks like in full action. Well, I'm Rock Monkey right now, but if I was Rock Monkey, it would be way easier. Okay, so go right here, go. and you're gonna just hit the tree or something. Okay, now wall running. Actually, I should say wall climbing, because we're not gonna get to wall running yet, but we need to learn wall climbing before we learn wall running. So I like to do it on this wall. It's fireplace is right here, and right from fireplace it's right here. And okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna my hand is a 90-degree angle right here now, but it looks like it's not because that's just the way Girl Tag works. And you're gonna put that there with the hand in an L shape, okay? And you're basically just gonna stick your hand there, and you'll slowly fall, but it'll stick for a second. And then this is what you're gonna do. This took me a long time, guys. So it's kind of like pinch climbing. You know how pinch climbing, you like try to put yourself to the wall? Well, this is basically the same thing. You're going to want to put yourself to the wall, to the wall, to the wall. And sometimes, well, for some people, it's easier to do instead of a 90-degree angle, like a 90-degree angle down. So, like, basically, the actual hand and the arm and Girl Tag is basically how my hand is right now. Then you're going to go boom, boom, and just make your way up. That took me a long time to learn, but you don't really need to learn this. But what you do need to learn is wall climbing, well, wall running. So wall running is basically like wall climbing, but you actually need to have your hand at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to want to push yourself up, okay? And I like to practice on this wall because it's the most curved, and curves is really easy to practice on. But you're going to curve up, and then you're going to want to push yourself off the wall, and that's how you do it. And then I usually like to do it with my right hand, but once you've mastered that, you can do it with your left hand and right hand. And yeah, I'm probably not the best teacher to wall run, but I can tell you something. When you're wall running, you want to make sure you're not just going like this, okay? Because that's not wall running. You want to make sure you're also going up, like at a diagonal angle, but more up in the angle, so it looks something like this. And you only want to do this with one hand, because with two hands, it doesn't really work. But speaking of two-hand wall running, let's get into Lucioing. So Lucioing is like wall running a lot. And so you're basically going to have your hands like this, and just instead of just one hand, you're going to have two hands trying to go up. And then I usually mix this in with wall running a lot, but you don't need to learn how to do it perfect. You just need to learn how to do it to start yourself, because when you do that to just start yourself, it is a lot better. Okay, now let's get into the beach map. So I've taught you basically everything you need to know in forest. So let's go to beach map now. So in case if you don't know where beach map is, it is right here. Okay, so it's right over here. It's like this little thing, and you're gonna want to use that like sink body. Like you want to sink your body down with your hand on here and launch yourself up. Okay, so once you go here, you want to make your way over here, and make sure you don't go in the water because it's hard to swim. And then you're gonna want to jump up and grab this blue thing. Well, I shouldn't say just blue thing because it's a zip line, but this is how you climb like a regular rope. You just put your hand there, and once you get really good at it, you'll be able to wall run up. Okay, here is beach map. You can use a lot of the force mechanics in here, but the thing I need to teach you is how to create your own routes on zipline. So you just want to hold the zip line, and then you're gonna have to like throw yourself a lot, because that's how you do. Like you just have to throw yourself a lot, and you just want to grab onto this rope, okay? And how to gain velocity on the rope is pretty easy, actually. So you're going to go on the rope, use your dominant hand to do this. Throw yourself and then catch the rope again. Throw yourself and catch the rope again. And then you can do that. You can do that a lot, and then you can create creative routes like this. Yeah, so yeah. So I hope you like this video. It took for me a long time to make this video, but make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.